Well, lots of Pennsylvanians voted by mail-in ballot the past few elections. No questions asked, but today that was ruled unconstitutional.
That's right, Alicia. A bit of a bombshell. Commonwealth Court says the PA Constitution requires in-person voting or absentee voting with an excuse. Anything else does not pass legal muster. It'll now be up to the PA Supreme Court to decide it. 7 is 86th by Commonwealth Court, which ruled it unconstitutional. If lawmakers want it, the opinion said, then pass a constitutional amendment to get it.
I would tend to believe that they came down on the right side, as cumbersome and as frustrating as that might be.
And there's lots of frustration across PA.
We're disappointed in today's ruling.
The ACLU notes 3 million Pennsylvanians voted by mail-in in 2020 and calls the ruling an attack on the right to vote.
We as a society and as a government should be doing everything we can to expand access to the ballot and expanding the opportunities to vote.
The Commonwealth Court sided with us, and it is illegal. It is unconstitutional.
Republican State Rep Dan Mao, like nearly every other lawmaker, voted for Act 77. But then he joined the lawsuit to overturn it.
I almost feel vindicated for something that I feel as I made a mistake on.
But Governor Wolf and the Department of State say Commonwealth Court is mistaken. They've appealed the ruling to the Supreme Court and blast Republican lawmakers like Mao, who were for it until they were against it, saying in a statement, they now want to strip away mail-in voting in the service of the big lie. We need leaders to support removing more barriers to voting, not trying to silence the people. The people clearly want the convenience of mail-in voting, but former federal judge John Jones says it's not about doing what the people want, but rather what the Constitution demands.
This is really a lesson in, courts don't rule based on public opinion.
Now, the case will go to the state Supreme Court, and until it rules, Act 77 remains the law of the land. We reached out to several mid-state county election offices, including Dauphin, York, and Cumberland counties, about what their plans are after this ruling or their reaction. They have not yet responded.